Hi guys, it's Yad. Welcome back to Warthog Defense. Our channel has consistently reported on Ukrainian attacks on Russian strategic objects since the beginning of this year. Now, it's very apparent what Ukraine's main objective for 2024 is. These drone strikes on oil depots in the Baltic and Black Sea will never be stopped. Russia can stop them, and these attacks will eventually disrupt Russian energy distribution.
Ukrainian drones attacked the Nevsky fuel oil plant in St. Petersburg. Russian authorities already claimed the fuel oil tanks were empty at the time of the attack, and the fire was quickly extinguished. However, eyewitnesses report the fire is raging with black smoke, and a giant perimeter has been set up by security services. The situation with the drone that damaged the Nevsky Mazout plant in Russian St. Petersburg shows that, in fact, there is a daily discrediting of high-tech Russian weapons, not only on the front line in Ukraine, but also on Russian territory. This significantly reduces Russia's military export potential for many years to come and leads to Russia's loss of influence in this area. For example, India bought 5 S-400 systems from Russia in 2018 for $5.43 billion. The contract was signed during Putin's visit to India. 3 systems have already been delivered, and 2 more are due in 2024. There is already a delay. The Russians claim that the S-400 radar can detect targets at a distance of up to 600 kilometers, and the missiles can hit an aerodynamic target at a distance of up to 250 kilometers and at an altitude of 10 meters. In addition, the ability of this complex to shoot at targets that are illuminated by radars of other systems, as well as to control other missile systems, is declared. Today, it became obvious that the declared characteristics of the S-400 are not true. Of course, this is being closely monitored by all major arms buyers. It's very apparent what Ukraine's main objective is for 2024. These drone strikes on oil depots on the Baltic and Black Seas will never be stopped. Russia can't stop them. Russia will still be able to export oil and gas by land through Asia or through the Arctic Ocean. But Russia's export days using the Baltic and Black Seas are about to be ended. More good news. The General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces reports shooting down a Russian Su-34 fighter jet in Luhansk, probably with US-made Patriot air defense system. Soviet T-55 tank, which is 65 years old, spotted in use in active combat by Russian forces in Ukraine. Russian high-tech weapons. Russian military blogger Sladkov continues pouring to his 1 million follower audience fantasies about creating World War II-style formations to reach Odessa and Mykolaiv as soon as possible. The issue is that Russia is already operating at maximum capacity. As Budanov said earlier, the offensive operation is already ongoing, and it started in November with little to show for it so far. It's particularly amusing reading fantasies about Transnistria and NATO taking over Kaliningrad when they couldn't even provide enough ammo for Ukraine. But nonetheless, this is what they build their propaganda on. Conclusion. You cannot give the enemy time to carry out engineering work to create lines, nodes, and defense areas. The talk that spring will come, and we will show them Kuzka's mother is erroneous, cowardly, and defeatist. Spring-summer is the greenery time, and other factors that will further exhaust and undermine stabilization forces and combat readiness. And most importantly, the debilitating load on production and society as a whole. A completely different approach is needed. The creation of army and frontline groups consisting of divisions and brigades, reinforced by missile forces and artillery, as well as army, assault, and frontline aviation. Their active actions in 3 secondary misleading directions and strikes, and 1 powerful one at the main strike direction. If by April the immediate task of reaching the administrative borders of new subjects of the Russian Federation is not solved by the current frontline directions, and, first of all, Mykolaiv and Odessa are not reached, as well as the Kremenchug mining and metallurgical industrial region, then without completing this most complex combat military political task, Transnistria will be drowned by Ukraine in blood. Moldova is already taking steps to renounce its claims to Tiraspol. Then NATO, with the help of the Baltic states and Poles, will take over the Kaliningrad region, and the Finns and Swedes will hang like a bogeyman over the northwestern theater of operations. I predict and am confident that by spring, the Ukrainian armed forces will receive F-16S and long-range missiles. It would be out of place to talk about the selectivity of strikes. They will strike starting from Moscow and Crimea and hitting industrial areas, our transport and logistics centers. We must plan and carry out a powerful aerospace and, in the second stage, airmobile and ground offensive operation. This is the general outline of the overall plan in my understanding of the solution to the stated and assigned tasks during the SMO. General conclusion. Ukraine and NATO cannot be allowed to flex their muscles and impose their war strategy and tactics on us. 47th Mechanized Brigade Anti-Air Unit takes down 2 Zala recon drones and 3 Lancet strike drones.
Видиш? Вона в тучах, їбать.
Ну, аналізатор щось показує. От десь от в тому радіусі. Воно летить!
Вогонь!
Нижче!
Їбаш! Постріл! Єсть!
207 people returned to Ukraine from Russian captivity in a prisoner exchange. Among the exchanged warriors are defenders of Mariupol, Kherson, fighters from Zemini Island, Marines, and combat medics. 95 servicemen of the Armed Forces of Ukraine had 56 National Guard members, MA-26, Border Guards, APA-29 Territorial Defense Warriors, and 1 serviceperson of the National Police of Ukraine. 180 defenders are privates and sergeants. Another 27 are Ukrainian officers. At least 36 of them have injuries or serious illnesses. The oldest of the liberated defenders is already 61 years old, and the youngest will soon turn 21.
Thank you guys for watching. We will keep an eye on these attacks and we will report about them. Stay with Warthog Defense. Comment, like, subscribe, become our member and stay strong.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.